Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lan ETS in beautiful Montreal, Quebec. This cast are brought to you by Ballz, not vodka. How you doing, Frank?
Very good, man. I was just upstairs checking out the console stuff. I got some pretty heated fighting games going on upstairs, man.
Yeah, I noticed all the button mashes up there. There's NHL up there as well.
Yep. There was NHL, and I think they're doing FIFA also.
Really?
Yeah. Actually,
Didn't see that.
The first year I came, there was a Guitar Hero tournament that 4 people came out to, and they had a $700 first prize.
Wow, 4 people.
Yeah, I was gonna sign up and just be like, I want money.
I never got past medium on Guitar Hero. I'm a terrible guitarist. C'est la vie. Either way, we do have a game ready to go for you guys. C'est la vie to la musique. And hello, picks and bands. All right, on your left-hand side, going to be the no balls, no babies. I guess these guys are drinking Ballz energy drink.
That's true.
And, up against the Chiefs. We've seen the Chiefs already once today. Chiefs up against the Crack Smoke 5. Fairly one-sided game, if I do recall. And, you know, both teams making it here into the top 16 now.
Yep. These teams are definitely well on their way. I don't believe that there's a loser's bracket in this.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because there was the group stage, so typically there's not a loser's bracket after that. So, yeah, already into the round of 16 right now, and it's looking really intense for these guys. We're seeing some of the teams return, and actually Team Bolt is on the same half of the bracket as these guys. So the first 2 games we cast were complete rollovers. Chiefs, or actually the first 3 games, Chiefs being one of those teams that did the rolling, and then Bolt as well had an extremely good game, a good showing there. So we're seeing some of the bands come out, and it's looking. Oh, these guys, our French casters apparently called all 4 of these bands coming out.
Pro. I mean, it's not really that hard to actually look at our history. I mean, we've been noting it here all day and repeatedly. Junglers, big percentile damage, lots of poke, out of the picture. Actually, this is our first Malphite ban of the day. Of course, they also might have a little bit more insight into some of these French players.
Yeah.
But I mean, Lulu, we've seen her banned. Game number 1. Elise has been banned multiple times for us, as has Vi, as has Jarvan.
Yeah, and in the game that the Chiefs did play, they did roll a Lulu, and they played extremely well.
Actually, I take that back. Vi has never been banned until now.
Yeah.
She has been picked, but not banned. But I still stand by Jarvan.
But it was the Chiefs that picked Vi the first time.
Yep.
And I don't think she's actually been picked since then, so definitely a smart choice to go with that one. Though some of the ones that got through, apparently, if I'm just taking a look back at some of what we've seen before.
Yeah.
So Jarvan was banned, Shen was banned, blah, blah, blah. So, but Elise, the Chiefs banned Elise. So basically, they're looking at the same situation. Like, they don't get any of the champions that they wanted, except for actually Zyra. Zyra, you remember looking at them, and Zyra was the one of the first choices?
Yep.
So we're probably going to be seeing a Zyra come out.
Alright, so we're going to stick with a Zyra here for the Chiefs. Now, they also had the Vi jungle on their team, and yeah, definitely made a lot of waves, so to speak. It was a Vi, Caitlyn, Lulu, Lux, Zed combo that came out from the Chiefs a little bit earlier on, and you know, Lux and those lasers, I mean, between all the long-range poke, Vi with remember the whole up and down sequence, you'd get in there with the Volt Breaker, get in there with the Assault and Battery, and then one more time you're up in the air because of the Wild Growth. That was a very potentially fatal combo, and more often than not, it landed them a lot of kills.
Actually, so we're seeing more standard picks come out here, going for Ezreal and Sona. Saw a little bit of a troll on Quinn there. We're definitely not seeing that come out. But Xin Zhao, always going to be a good choice. Vayne, on the other hand, I'm really interested why they would go with a Vayne here, especially after seeing Ezreal being picked up there. It's a lot harder to land stuns on an Ezreal, especially when you need to pin them to a wall. So I'm not sure how... I'm not sure how confident I am in this Vayne lane down here with a Nami. But it certainly will be a very nice late-game composition that they should be building here. Oh
my god, there's that Lee Sin, the quote, demoted jungler, as you have no love for him anymore.
I'm telling you, man, he should have went with Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao just, I think, a stronger choice all around. Rammus! Oh my god.
You couldn't go with Xin Zhao here.
Oh, sorry. Wait, yeah, you could. Yeah, he was on Xin Zhao for a while.
Why did I write down a Xin Zhao ban?
Dude, you're crazy.
No, it was not a Xin Zhao pick. That's why. My mistake.
So
yeah.
Rammus could be okay. Whoa!
Sometimes, sir, I feel that your humor is in vain.
Whoa!
Yeah, I went there.
It's almost like it's a sin.
I got nothing for that one.
Things just got as real. All right, so Cho'Gath and Lux lighten up the board here. Hi-oh. And they will. I think that's going to be an interesting comp there. It's definitely a really nice catch comp that they're working with. Sona for the disengage or the engage if they need it. Probably going to be for engaging. Actually, it could be. You know, I'm going to stick with that and say that it's going to be both. Both uses of it for the engage and the disengage are going to be equally used in this match. Because you've got Lux and Cho'Gath there, it looks like you're trying to catch somebody out, not necessarily get into that really big brawl. I'm interested to see who their last choice is going to be. If I had to call it, I might go with Jace here, or something that's more long range. I don't think they're going to go for a bruiser. Maybe Kha'Zix or somebody picky like that.
I would have said Jace would have fit in actually very perfectly there for the Chiefs. Because the Chiefs are a lot of long range, as you were saying. You know, there's a Lux there, Cho'Gath, a lot of spam, Sona, one of the longest range support pokies you can get, and Ezreal. I mean, he can farm from 900 range, has a global linear ult. I mean, Jace sounds perfect in that kind of comp.
Yeah, but it all comes down to as well, you know, this isn't like top pro level where these guys have that time to practice and master all those champions. So even if Jace is a viable option, I don't know if this guy necessarily knows how to play Jace or, you know, is comfortable with it. So Zed being picked up here, always a good choice. And actually, I think we've seen Zed more often than any other character this tournament. Maybe I'm just remembering things wrong.
Well, we'd have to actually go back and actually count everything up. But Zed, we've seen him in 2 now, 3 games if they do take this.
I feel like he's been in more games. Maybe because he makes hallucinations.
Well, that would be 3 games. If he does get picked up here by Damaged Liver, 3 games of our 6 today has had a Zed.
Okay.
Yeah. I can go with that. And they will be actually locked in. Last time the Chiefs played out, they did have a Zed as well. And that Zed was, I want to say, top.
Yes.
I think it was a top Zed.
Yeah, he was quite good as well. I mean, he did pretty decently in his lane. I think the best top lane award, though, so far goes to, who was it? I think it was the Olaf.
Olaf versus Pantheon.
Am I remembering that
That was the very first
match.
Oh, yeah,
the very first match. Yeah, he completely squashed that lane.
Yep, yeah. Unfortunately, Pantheon just could not stand up to the now nerfed Olaf. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work. All right, so it does look like everything is going to be solidified there. And Morgana, I'm trying to remember who had the Morgana ban. And it does look like last game, Worthit Institution actually had that Morgana ban. Now we see an Morgana pick. Very curious.
Yeah, that is working pretty interesting. It's going to work pretty interestingly with this comp. Please tell me you're not going to go Clarity. Clarity exhaust, go away.
Nah, they're just protecting.
No.
They're just protecting.
No.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
Told you.
That was close.
The teams are still suspicious. We have all this delay for them, and they still suspect us.
Yeah.
Ah, well, c'est la vie. All right, let's take a quick look. Morgana should be that mid, so we're going to take a look at her. I haven't seen a Morgana mid. Nidalee has actually been twice now banned out against the Chiefs. Nope, that's a lie. But she's at least been banned out twice. First game we had a Nidalee ban, second game we had a Nidalee ban, and then this last game, Nidalee ban. But in terms of her runes and everything, runes, ability power, health. Not stacking armor, strangely enough, but health.
Sorry, this is for the Morgana.
Yeah, 10 health at level, more or less.
Wow.
9, maybe closer to 9.
That is something I haven't seen in a very long time.
So 9 health per level. Her mastery is 21-9. Nothing really strange here. More health on top of things. But if we do go for like a catalyst kind of opening into a Rod of Ages, you know, those could actually benefit very nicely because you will get your hit points replenished upon the ding.
Yeah.
Nami, max rec. Let's see a quick look there. Now we've seen Nami once today, and we saw him in that troll game as well on the French stream where it was, I think, Nami mid.
Huh. Wow, look at this. A specific side rune page. Purple Singed. I haven't seen that.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
That's what I reminded out of that. Gold armor and cooldown. Wow, a lot of cooldown.
Wow.
8% by level 18 by herself.
I like the armor quints though.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's armor quints. No,
Nope.
sorry.
Must be armor
reds.
everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. So armor reds and armor yellows. Wow, I really like that though, stacking up that armor, because you're gonna get the HP from your Sightstone, you're gonna get it from your Aegis, and basically, literally every time I play support, I'm like, man, I don't know what to get. I just click on Ruby Crystal, and that's gonna build into anything I need.
Yep. It's a very versatile item, especially early on. I take you down, son, says Zed. Magic, physical, armor, nothing really too strange there. Masteries, defensive, not an offensive Zed.
Yeah, I actually like that. For most top lanes, honestly, I recommend basically 21 defense on all top lanes pretty much. 21 offense, if you compare the stats, 21 defense is always going to be better than 21 offense, but you want the offense. If A, you're super confident that you're just way better than the enemy player and you just want to rake in those kills, or B, the matchup just twists after a certain point into their favor, but it's yours in the beginning. So just certain matches go that way. Like after level 6, certain champions just gain that massive advantage. So you want to go for that aggressive build. Though Zed going for 21 defense obviously is going to be pretty good against an Aurelia who you never go into game expecting to kill an Aurelia.
Yeah, especially, I mean, we've seen today now as well a variant on her build order where she went for a first item Zephyr. So Zephyr, yeah. Ionian Fervor, she doesn't have to actually get pigeonholed into the Merc Treads anymore, yeah. And that means that she can build physical armor against her more often than not now, physical opponents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good build.
It is.
It's a good build. What can we say?
It's good.
It is good. All right, we're loading in. Picks and bans now done. How on earth do you keep breaking? Seriously.
You got it.
We're good. All right. Quickly do this one.
Did you get somebody to fix that?
No.
You just had it fixed?
No. Well, we can try the Avermedia. No, Avermedia's
Why do you remove it? Don't remove it.
It's dead.
Oh, the screen region.
Yeah, the screen region, unfortunately, is the one not working anymore.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. We have all the luck. We have all the luck.
And the Chiefs have all the lucks. Oh, man, I gotta stop. There's so many puns flying around here. I'm starting to hate myself for it. It's like when I eat like massive amounts of chocolate. When I have tons of puns, it's terrible.
Tons of puns.
All
so
right.
Yeah, no balls, no babies. Unfortunately, doesn't quite fit up there. Up against the Chiefs, and yeah,
Chiefs have 1 diamond. And the No Balls, No Babies have 3 platinum, so that it's 1 diamond, 1 platinum. It's always fun to compare those things. Like everybody compares skins and stuff, but I like just comparing the borders. I think it is a little bit more telling.
All right, gonna take a quick moment here to do this, so keep on going, sir.
All right, well, I don't know. It's gonna be. I feel like there's really safe lanes other than the bottom lane for No Balls, No Babies. They're walking around with a Morgana mid, who is known for not dying, Aurelia top, who is pretty known for not dying, but Vayne Nami really going against the grain of their team comp here and going for basically a super high bursty lane, and they're super squishy as well. Like if you're a kill lane AD, like Draven something, or Draven Tark or something like that, you want to see a Vayne all the time. So, I don't know, it's interesting, but an invade going off here from the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs have all kind of gathered at the bottom. They're all together. I'm fairly sure that they think they're hidden, but unfortunately there's nobody there to actually spot them out. So they're going to go into this, not a problem. Now, something that we did see from No Balls, No Babies is they did make sure to ward out their red, so they will be able to figure this out. Now, if Vayne does something silly here, and I'm glad she will not in case she wanted to go up and check that red, yeah, we are going to now find them in the jungle. Sona, weirdly enough, is leading the charge. Not who I would have really expected to kind of face plant it. I mean, she does really have a really hard time surviving at 400 hit points.
Yeah, so we've got one character going back here. That's going to be Zed. So he's not quite as valuable in this level 1 fight as literally the entire rest of the team. I think are a lot better invaders and level 1 fighters here. So Cho'Gath's going to pick up this Wraith Camp, and with the red buff going down, just look to see Lee Sin basically get over to the enemy side of the jungle, just completely do the exact counterplay that he needs to do, stealing the enemy red buff.
Yeah, now here comes Mass Wreck. He is going to catch them in that Aqua Prison, but are we going to use the Smite? Nope. We're going to be very disciplined, not go for it. Vayne could go for a kill here, but she took Tumble and not Condemn. Figure that might have actually been the kill. Cleanse and Flash. Azeroth looking for the first kill. Oh, what a great present coming out there from Nami, but we also have Morgana down here now as well. It does look like Vayne's going to be out of danger, but Lux down here, and it is going to be first blood on top of the Mermaid. Now we could have a very close second here. Lots of damage coming down to Unreal. What a great flash away from that Mystic. Wouldn't have killed her, but at the same time, it did stop that chase. So, hey, they got the red. Cho'Gath got out alive, and they got a first blood.
Yeah, that was a little bit wonky here. I'm sure they know that they're standing on a ward. They have to know that there's a ward there. Yeah, they finally decide, okay, enough's enough. We're going to get out of here. Cho'Gath's going to go back to his jungle. And actually, on the back of all this, Lee Sin is now without a red buff. So I really don't know if I like Lee Sin's coming down there. I think he wanted to be there for his team, but he delayed so long. Now he's just got to deal with the fact that Cho'Gath's going to have 2 red buffs and a blue to his single blue.
Yeah, nice trick going over the walls. But yeah, as you say, I mean, he will not have that red. Didn't really make too much of a difference in everything. But, I mean, Vayne got out. She missed a whole bunch of farm. Nami died. She missed a whole lot of experience, not necessarily the farm. But with that tumble from Vayne, I mean, I know that majority of the time you might take the tumble in case you're looking for that mobile. Oh my god, look at the damage. What a great return on top of Rules of God. Did not even see that coming. I guess they're a little bit too complacent there in the bot lane, but a great gank coming in from lane. Top lane, damage liver, going to get it ignited. I don't think that's going to be enough. He is chucking health potions, 180, and that will be it. Yeah, so he's going to be all right, but he's likely to die. He does not have that flash. He did just use it out. We don't have the ignite in compensation, though, from Irelia.
Yeah, so Irelia goes down a summoner spell, and usually when you do something like that, you basically need the other guy to burn at least a summoner. So Flash going down there isn't going to feel too bad for Irelia, the fact that she burned her ignite and didn't get a kill. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on the better end of that. Probably going to see a lot of jungle pressure go up towards top as well, though Zed starting with, I think, 7 HP pots and 2 wards, so not a bad start.
You started at 9.
9 wards, sorry. Or 9 pots.
Yeah, 9 wards. Great. Best start ever.
OP.
That's a lot of money as well. Yeah. But no, damage lever, he's just going to chug right through them all. I kind of expect him to go back, but he's just like, well, whatever. Just going to chug through it. Now, he is hurt. Does not have that flash. They know this, but he is a little bit too close to that tower. I don't think we can actually have a window of opportunity here from Lee Sin, especially since he has to really land that skill shot. But we're going to do the best. Here he goes right out of the jungle. Right out of the bush as Michael comes out of the jungle, and now a lot of damage landing on top of Irelia. The mid did not come up for this one either. So it looks like no kills going down on either side, but a lot of damage. Both teams itching to grab some of those kills.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, that jungle's going top there was just pretty much in the cards for them. Summoners burn top. It's an isolated lane. You want to get up there, and actually Cho'Gath is still heading up towards top. Damage deliver, getting in there, trying to get some damage done. Flash still available for Addy Strat. Silence, though, might be enough to take this down. Rupture goes out and forces the flash. So Irelia now with both summoners down. Same thing for damage liver. These guys just really going hard up at this top lane.
I think that was a really good move, though, by Cho'Gath. I mean, yes, the Equilibrium Strike coming out from Irelia did buy her enough time, but it just wasn't enough for that flash. And just because he showed up top, all he had to do was just make that present, and flash is now down. So that's going to at least equalize that. It's Sona down south. Rules of God is just not living in this bottom lane. Remember what I said about having trouble living at 400 hit points? Well, that hasn't changed. She has herself a Philo Stone, not a Kindle Gem.
Yeah, this is not a good situation down in this bottom lane. When Vayne gets fed, man, I was talking about how it's going to be a kind of a late game composition for these guys here, and it's definitely looking that way. Irelia does quite well in the late game. Morgana as well, a great initiator. Vayne, though, the sooner she gets to that late game, the sooner your team is just going to start getting rolled.
The definition of a hyper carry.
Absolutely.
Addy Strat up top has come back to the lane, has himself the Kindle, not the gem, and the cloth boot. So very likely to go Ninja Tabby. Very likely, again, I'm going to say a Zephyr down the line. Not entirely too sure as to its urgency at this point, but as I said, you know, it really does combo very nicely with the Aurelias of late. Now mid lane, what are we sitting at? 47-38, so the creeps are going to be slightly siding here with no balls, no babies. In fact, across all the lanes, it's pretty much the same result, just slightly ahead of the Chiefs, despite that kill. And I think it's mid. That's not mid. There we go. A little bit of a gathering of the jungles.
Yeah, Cho'Gath's going to get over there into the enemy jungle. He knows that the enemy red buff is going to be coming up relatively soon, but actually, no, sorry. I think Lee Sin just took that. No, I don't know. I can't even see it anymore. But mid lane, there is a gank coming out. Silence goes down, and Morgana will walk away from this one pretty free and clear. And taunts all day. Continues to taunt.
Dyrus innovated the Singe spam laugh. Why not spam taunt? Just a hotkey. Good Transcendent Blades and the Ignite coming back up. Damage delivered. Going to just do a quick hop and skip and jump away. And it looks like he will be okay yet again. Close calls all around. And again, that's going to be the Ignite down for top.
Yeah, and you know what? That wasn't a bad, too bad of a situation there for Zed. He's down 3 CS. He's at his tower right now. He's got a wave coming to him, though, and there is no Ignite for Aurelia, so she's not going to be able to get a kill from a distance. And he knows that her ultimate's down, so he's okay to farm from a distance. I believe it's his Q, the blade toss. He's going to be able to farm using that anyway, so I think he's okay.
Yeah, the shuriken. Now we're also having Lux heading back home. She's going to get something with that fairy charm, very likely a chalice, I want to say. No, straight to a big rod.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. Usually you want to go a lot of cooldown on Lux, but whatever. She's going to do some burst, and that's fine.
Yep, boots and a big rod. Well, she had the cash, wants to try to make this damage hurt. Early game, I mean, you're not going to really have a lot of MR options out there. Most of them are just going to be building health, building a little bit of damage, some sustain. Not necessarily magic resist as a priority. So, hey, if she has the cash, might as well. The trick is, will the gamble pay off?
Yeah, we will have to see how things go here. Everything pretty stable at this point, like the eye of the storm, you know, I always talk about that thing, but apparently the storm coming in a lot quicker than I expected. Azzinoth getting jumped on here, misses that ultimate, forces to flash away. There's the Q being landed from Lee Sin. He takes 2 tower shots, gets exhausted, and uses his ultimate on the Sona, so lots of big cooldowns being burned right now as Vayne really, it seemed like overstepped her bounds a little bit there, but Lee Sin to back it up. Made things all right there. Blue buff going down to Lux, and lanes will continue as usual.
Yeah, that was a lot of different ultimates as well as summoners just to try to get to Azzinoth, but expertly deflected. Not going to be an easy kill here on the Chiefs, but no balls, no babies. They're still going to hold that kill lead. In terms of gold, I mean, it's basically dead even. It's a slight advantage for the no balls, but that could easily change with a kill or two.
Yeah, there's, you know, at this point it's very, very even. There's no real calling who's got the major advantage. Though I would like to see some more aggression put on towards bottom lane. It's Morgana. Seems as though she's heading top for a gank. Walks right past the Cho'Gath who's on his red buff. Not sure if she saw Vorpal spikes over the wall or something, but she just kind of loops back around. But yeah, I want to see some aggression towards that bottom lane. Set up a really nice play. Walk away cleanly in a good position to take Dragon. That's usually what happens around this point.
Now my kill is going to be up top. Bedouin here, just kind of finishing up some more jungle farm. In terms of the creeps and the junglers, again, very even. But we do have a kill to our Lee Sin. I mean, he did help get that first blood, I believe. No, sorry, Nami was actually the first blood. But they did get the kill on top of both kills, yeah, on top of Sona in the bot. So she's not having the best of times down there.
No, she's just getting bursted down way too fast. I think you said it best when you said 400 health. Just doesn't keep you alive very well. So,
no.
We're gonna, yeah, everything again just going back to normal here, and there we go. Lee Sin coming towards that bottom lane. Crescendo going out. How soon till Lee Sin gets here though? Nice bubble prison there is gonna pick up both of them in the stun. Wave comes out as well. Lots of dancing fish in that one, and nothing really getting accomplished yet again. And they weren't even taken down low enough to deter them from defending Dragon.
Yeah, you can't really make too much of a play out of that. CSGO kind of just chanting to their gods there off to the side. Very loud. Yeah. Zed's back in lane. Armor and Giant Spell. Nothing really too out of the ordinary, but let's take a quick look again. Bottom lane, a lot of congregation going on, but it's going to be, yeah, Lee Sin and Morgana going for the gank mid. Is going to miss off with that Hadouken. Missed again. Looks like he's going to be okay for now. Now, Rules of God, he's the one that actually initiated this bottom lane fight with that Crescendo, but, I mean, the True Shot Barrage, I'm a little surprised they went for Vayne on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their ideas are here. I think typically you always want to focus down the AD carry, but I mean, we saw it didn't work out so well for them. Lux has been farming this Wraith camp like crazy, by the way, and I think that's showing. Actually, it's not showing in her CS because Morgana, it seems as though, has been doing the same thing. She's teleporting bottom lane right now, though, so she's going to try to get a gank off here. Where's the bind? It completely lands. Unexpected there. Ultimate goes on to Azanoth and the Sona here, so Azanoth is going to go down. That's a beautiful kill from Morgana. I did not expect her to be able to land that. Where was the Ezreal E?
Cooldown? I don't know. Yeah, I really did expect it, but like how you just said, and it completely didn't miss. Oh shit.
Yeah. I was just expecting it. Ezreal E, man, it just dodges everything.
Yeah, but hey, cooldowns. Maybe he thought it would miss himself. Maybe he didn't have the mana. I don't know. We could go back and watch it, but I think we'll just kind of go forward with it. So Ezreal down. Here comes the True Shot Barrage, and it does very little, as usual.
Yeah, that's what I hate about Ezreal, his ultimate, is you fire it down a lane, you're like, yeah, I'm going to farm all this.
Yeah, maybe.
Who needs a map to farm? And then he just fires it off, and it takes all the creeps down to like nothing, and the tower one-shots everything.
Yeah, you get like 1 or 2 unless they've kind of been weakened for you, but... Yeah, once again, my kill tending a lane while its keeper is away. And again, his creeps is actually staying up there with Lee Sin. But Lee Sin, I don't really see him tending lanes too much. I see him more in the jungle, so it kind of brings up the debate. Is it better to tend the lane or is it better to tend the jungle? In terms of the cash between them, it's not really that much different. Again, the biggest difference here is a kill, and it's only coming out to about 200 gold.
Yeah. Though, speaking of gold, this is going to be a major advantage for the Chiefs if they can take this one down. Morgana is there. Lee Sin's a little bit too far in the background here. I don't think he's going to be able to join. As long as the Chiefs stay on top of this, they need to continue to focus this down. My kill still going down on this one, and oh, Ezreal picks it up with the Q. The smite miss. There's a crescendo going in there. Max Rec getting extremely low at this point. Rupture will miss there. Lux laser as well fired across the field, and everybody will disperse after this one. So Chiefs find their way back in this one, have a 300 gold lead because of that dragon, and not a bad play, I must say.
Yeah, they did get the dragon, unfortunately. Yeah, as you said, Lee Sin just not in town, but look at this. They're actually going to pick up Mist again in the jungle. Kind of not really expected to be followed home after that little victory. So that little victory now kind of turns bittersweet with that death, as no balls, no babies is up 4-1, and still the gold is pretty much dead even.
Yeah, this is looking like a very tight game here. The tightest certainly we've seen thus far. No 1,500 gold advantage to anybody, and nowhere near it at this point in the game. 400 only for the No Balls, No Babies team.
Going to be taking a little bit of harass there in the mid. Now Nami is going to be coming back down here because her beloved Vayne one-on-one against the Ezreal. Looking all right. In terms of the CESing down here, it's about a difference of 10. I mean, again, very close. All the lanes, they can't see Ezreal there. He's going to head on back. Is he going to get that Thirster?
Where's he going to go?
No, he's going to get the Vamp. But yeah, can't quite afford it yet. There's that Stinger. Fairly sure Stinger goes into a Zephyr.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be a first ID, even before boots. And I think actually Odd One was talking about that the other day, as Damaged Liver going to eat those Transcendent Blades. Don't really have the mana to kind of follow this through. But Zed is going to be at least forced back to town. There's a little bit of farm that he'll be missing. Should be a quick Sunfire for him, though.
Yeah, he's definitely lining that one up very, very quickly. There it is. So now when Aurelia jumps on him, she's going to have to factor in the fact that he's going to be dealing some magic damage over time as well. So the longer she stays to fight him, which is going to be a lot longer because of the armor and effective health and just the flat health there, it's going to be pretty problematic. At least more problematic than she's been having recently.
Now Rose of Gods has upgraded all the way to the Ruby site, so has some pretty decent beef under her now. Still only the tier 1 boots, but she's also had the Philo Stone for a good chunk of time. The Philo Stone, what, a few hundred gold by now? Yeah, 368. Now, Vayne, once again, been seeing this a lot today. Blade of the Ruined King seems to be the favorite item of choice against Bloodthirster, at least in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's apparently extremely good, and it's fitting very well into the meta of this tournament. They're just bursting things down, though. On Vayne, I'm not so sure I like it. I've been saying that I don't like it on pretty much every character that it's coming out on. It's working for their team, though. I don't think a team that's rushed that out has actually lost the game, and you've got another one coming up for Aurelia up in that top lane. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't.
Yeah, that's an interesting twist. Stinger into Bilgewater. But, alright, well, these guys know best. Cho'Gath going to be heading to town. He has himself that Giant's Belt. It's going to be a Warden's Mail.
Interesting. I do like going for Frozen Heart very quickly on Cho'Gath, though Cho'Gath jungle, you got to build a little bit slower, obviously, than in top lane. So going for Warden's Mail, it's one of the most cost-efficient items in the game, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of stats.
Blue buff on our Lux, still half done. Looks like she's going to try to take advantage of Morgana heading back to town in order to do a bottom lane gank, but we also have Bidun down here, our Lee Sin. So what's it going to be? He's going to throw the Q over the wall. He's going to give himself away. The Rupture coming out in response, but nothing is going to hit anyone at this point. And it looks like both teams are going to be backing away, which leaves only the real interesting lane up top.
Yeah, Aurelia trying to duke it out here with Zed. Zed feels a little bit more confident this time, though. Sticks around, and we're seeing pretty much the exact same thing we saw a couple minutes ago. Addy Strat pushing Damaged Liver back to his turret, and he's been doing a great job of surviving, just not necessarily of fighting back.
She used the Bilge Water there to land just that extra lot of damage because of the slow. So now with Lifesteal, with the heightened style, she also has her pots and a stinger on top of things. I mean, sure, you got health, you got armor, but she's bringing the pain, especially against this Zed. So maybe he's a bit squishier than any of us realize. But down south, you did get that exhaust on top of Vayne. Looks like she's able to flash away. A big cleanse coming out from Azzinoth as Rules of God. It kind of drops low as well. But for somehow, this Vayne survived yet again another big clash with this Ezreal.
Yeah, and Lee Sin is coming down there to help out quite a bit. A lot more than we've seen the Cho'Gath, that is. Which, speaking of Cho'Gath, by the way, he gets the silence off, and he does not blind Rupture here. Teleport coming into that top lane. That's going to be Morgana. Ooh. Rupture will miss there, and she's going to fire at a Q and completely whiff it. Flash, completely unnecessary.
Yeah, but they got the flash for it. Once again, these guys going toe-to-toe. Azzinoth now dropping low this round. We had Lee Sin coming into this mid, just try to keep Lux company. It did buy the time for Morgana to get that teleport off, but unfortunately it did kind of yield no results, and bottom lane is going to be the first to claim a tower.
Yep, so some nice global gold here, returning the favor on that dragon that happened all that while back, and now that things are stable in the global gold area, we're seeing the real victors here. It seems like in these gold counts are the no balls, no babies. This is 25,000, 23,000 point some odd, some things. Not too big of a concern there, but 4-1 looking really good for these guys.
Yeah, their early game has been, you know, a little rocky, but overall, I mean, it's been steady improvement. It hasn't really been those big bursts we've been seeing today, and you know, it is a good sign that these two teams are kind of worthy of each other, so to speak. Now, speaking of worthy, I think Damaged Liver might be worthy of a tower dive. Out goes the binding, is not going to hit. We're looking for the ultimate here from a Faith, but Bidon gets kind of caught out. Did not expect that bottom lane to be up here as well. We do got a true shot barrage going out. It will miss. Unreal Faith just throwing out the Prism Shield. Oh, the binding will get denied by the flash there from Faith, and so much invested in so many of these ganks and are yielding pretty much no fruit.
Yeah, a lot of flashes being burned recently that I don't like, but, you know, I'll comment on that in a second as Max Shrek gets completely dunked by Azzinoth here and the rest of the team. Beautiful timing as well. Dragon comes back online. This is going to be probably another Dragon for the Chiefs, though. A fight breaking out in this mid lane. Crescendo goes across. Vayne's about to get dunked down here. Damaged Liver will pick up that kill. Chiefs, Lux picks up that kill. Morgana with a beautiful, beautiful ultimate lands onto Cho'Gath, as well as another character I didn't quite catch there. But Ezreal having enough damage to turn this back around. 3-1, the kill score after the end of all that fighting, and this is looking really good for the Chiefs. I kind of want to see them go for Dragon soon.
Yeah, it was actually a really amazing Zonia's coming out from Morgana that allowed the ultimate to claim the life there of Zed. But that kind of looked a little sloppy there from No Balls, No Babies. They lost Nami mid. Chiefs ducked right under this brush, which probably wasn't warded at the time, and then to come right back, and all of a sudden Babies was, for whatever reason, pushing.
Yeah.
So it was a really neat trap that actually took him down.
Yeah, and it worked out pretty well for them. I still think, though, that they could have gone for the Dragon after all that. A little bit not too pleased with this decision making here, but let's take a look at some of these items. Like you said, Warden's Mail and the Giant's Belt now stacking up on Cho'Gath. Actually, a fight coming out with Cho'Gath in the lead, actually. Bubble Prism there landing onto Cho, and he will just continue to solo forward here. Lands a Rupture onto Morgana here. Lands a couple of auto attacks, which deal quite a bit of damage. Jungle Show, I'm pretty sure he's been leveling Vorpal Spikes first, so.
Creeps, man.
OP. Getting some global gold for the team.
Yeah, 2 towers to 0 as Creeps take that one. But we're going to transition down here to the Dragon. They should feel fairly safe in this one because, check it out. Yeah, top lane is there. Chiefs kill, my kill down here. Yes. Not up there, and we don't have any kind of teleport, so they're going to be grabbing the second Dragon, and that's pretty much going to equal out in terms of the towers. Yeah, the global gold at any rate.
Yeah, it's almost equaled out in gold here as well. About 1,500 in the favor for No Balls, No Babies. It's looking pretty good for them. Aurelia, man, she's got quite a bit of attack speed on her with that stinger. So she'll push forward, probably crack that tower relatively soon, and put the advantage a little bit further in favor of No Balls, No Babies. I don't know where the Chiefs are looking to go here. They seem a little bit confused. It's not too big of a deal, but they seem like they're not sure where they want to push down. No turrets are down for their team, and you can see why.
Sona's still continuing to beef up. Looks like it's going to be an Aegis in her quick future. Now, in terms of a Locket, I don't actually see anyone really going for it. My best bet here is Lee Sin, because he does have himself the Kindle Gem. It's kind of one of the base items that you would grab it on. Now, the Kindle Gem, of course, Nami, very likely to go with an Aegis to kind of counter that of Sona's. But, usually we see, I didn't even notice that, but wow. Usually you do see more of a Locket being rushed as kind of like a second or third item for a jungler. It just gives so much utility to the team in these team fights. But look at our Vayne.
Yeah, that's, I just kind of made a weird face looking at that. I'm like, double Zeal, Berserker's Greaves, and going for a dagger, so potentially a third Zeal or something like that. She really wants to stack up the, yeah, I don't even know what I said there, but yeah, she wants to stack up the attack speed. It's going to work well with her passive. I always agree with a very fast either Static Shiv or Phantom Dancer on Vayne before any other major item. But it's also going to work very nicely with the percentage damage coming off of Blade of the Rune King. So this build, I think, is actually really good.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe not so for Unreal Faith. He's going to pop out that Zonius just to delay the inevitable. Got caught 3-on-1. Not entirely too sure what he was doing way away from the rest of his team down here. But there is something to be said for Vayne. You don't really need to buy a lot of physical damage on top of her, because between Silver Bolts and now the Blade of the Rune King, I mean, in days past you would even get a Nunu, just force it right up to max attack speed and just let true damage do the work for you.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily a bad thing either. It seems kind of quirky, kind of gimmicky, but it works. I mean, you're dealing a lot of damage that way, and it's extremely cheap damage as well.
Comparatively, yeah. I mean, you don't have to go through the waiting of a BF sword, and at the same time, you can still, farm pretty decently. She's doing all right onto the tower there. 193 creeps to the 180 of Ezreal. But speaking of Ezreal, you mentioned Static Shiv, and yeah, he actually goes back to town, finishes off that greedy build. But here comes Unreal Faith from the grave, looking for that revenge. Gets off the one binding. Don't see an ultimate from her. She ultimately decides not worth it. Wasn't able to catch out enough people. That True Shot Barrage went down. Only raked a few of them, but some good counter poke. This really does stop the initiation or the chase here on top of the babies. And now they are behind their tower, but I'm not sure Chiefs is going to consider that a lot of protection.
No, I definitely don't think so. They will. The Chiefs are going to continue to push this one down. You can see that Shiv being activated. Pretty good for wave clearing as well as poke with Ezreal. It does proc off of his Q, as pretty much everything does. Freaking Ezreal so OP.
Yep.
So he will just continue to push down here. This might even be 2 turrets with Aurelia being top.
Yeah, just noticed that Addy Strat has a tendency of not being where the action is. Now, at the same time, I'm all for split pushing. She's gotten herself a 40 creep lead over top of Zed, but Zed has kills and assists. So in terms of the gold, in terms of the gold, who comes out ahead? Actually not Zed, but I'm going to blame the global gold for that one.
Yeah, I definitely think that's the truth. You've got, what, 3 turrets in the lead and even Dragon, so...
Yeah. A kill, 2 assists, 50 creeps, 2 turrets, but the 2 turrets kind of get marked out there by the Dragons. So, I mean, at least he's staying current, but it's not a devastatingly huge lead. You would have expected that to kind of be a little bit wider by the 26-minute mark, and oh my God, we're at the 26-minute mark. We haven't had a surrender.
Yeah, wow, this is this is new for us here. So you can see that we are definitely getting into the later stages of the tournament where the teams are quite a bit more evenly matched up, though later on we might see some really crushing victories as well, depending on who gets matched up against who, of course. In this one, though, seeming very evenly matched, and no real major advantage in terms of like CS. There's 21 CS in favor of Morgana over the Lux. That's not too detrimental. I wouldn't be so concerned about that. But we're going to pause mode here.
Yeah, I guess this is as good as mine at this point. But 26 minutes in, only 5 kills apiece, and the golds again. Yeah, very, very close game. It's almost like we're a little bit unpracticed as to what to do after 20 minutes. These days.
Yeah, no, I just started like choking and like all these weird things started happening. I got a stomach ache. Like this is just
That's interesting.
Did the internet go out? Let's take a look.
I don't know. Admin is going to be on the scene.
Oh, it looks like almost everybody behind us is confused as to what's going on. Doesn't look like anybody's still in game or anything. Yeah, almost everybody. So I want to say
the server
that
went down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be annoying, if true.
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh, don't worry. Hey, replays have got. Oh no, wait, we don't have replays.
Yeah. Well, they can jump back in though. I'm sure they can jump back in.
Yeah, but I'm a little concerned about us now. If everyone leaves the game, do we get kicked?
No, I don't think we do. Reconnect.
I like the sound of reconnected. Yeah. There's a lot of them though. Is it me or is like the reconnection message kind of different? It's like red and yellow now. Didn't used to be that way, did it?
No, it's a lot more violent.
It is. It feels like stop, caution.
Yeah.
I'm reconnecting.
Yeah.
Like that's a confusing message. Do not know. In terms of everything else, I mean, we're now cracking 200 creeps at the 26-minute mark. It's not professional play, but at the same time, it's respectable.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yep.
26. Actually, I would say that if you're over 200 at the 26-minute mark, that's pretty solid.
Apparently, clear balls is really hard to actually mark it on a camera.
Go for it. Let me see.
I tried.
Get it way up there. Hold on. Maybe. Yeah. Give it.
Yeah, if you get closer. It's okay.
Actually, maybe now would be a good time to plug our sponsors because I don't think we've done that yet.
Yeah, right.
Okay, these are the ones that I know because Lan ETS has some of the most. Oh, you know what?
No.
Let's cheat. Hold on.
We're going to use their screen?
I got this.
Okay. I don't know where Frank is going, but he's going to cheat. Oh, it's on your back. We want to thank this guy and good old Cisco. He gave me a good Christmas present this year. Whoever this is, and Musique Plus for you people living here in Montreal. Mnet, which I'm assuming is like Montreal. Plantronics. Yes, they gave us a lot of hardware today. Oh, the game started, so we'll finish thanking people later.
Big screen, I think.
Are we on the big screen? I call lies. Oh God, it's another pause. Okay, never mind. Get back up and take off your shirt. You can do it.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Aww.
I feel like you're using me.
You said you lived. I want proof.
Yeah, it's true. No, man, I'm soft now. I'm so soft. I've been drinking too much honey.
You've been drinking so much honey, you were Winnie the Pooh.
Speaking of poo,
where's this going?
Oh no, my Timo hat. Look how naked
you.
I look.
How dare you?
Oh my God.
You cannot take off the sacred Timo hat of trust.
Jesus.
Although it does really ride the headphones.
Yeah, it does.
I feel that these headphones kind of require like a locking mechanism because every time we swap, your big head like distorts my shape and it's like it just keeps sagging down. Stop! Why are you pausing and repausing and connecting and disconnecting, dude? Yeah.
They just gotta reconnect, man. Look how silly this looks. This is the funniest thing ever. I feel like I'm one of those just really old ladies with like 15 children that just wears this crazy hat. I don't know why I associate that.
Crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your 15 children are cats.
Oh. Conspiracy theory. Yeah, I don't know, man. But what do you think about these new health bars? It makes me feel like I'm back in grade school. Like it's just a ruler. There's just rulers everywhere.
Yeah. As soon as the more darkness I see in a health bar, the more I just assume they're kind of been lifting.
Yeah. Okay, stop talking about lifting, bro. Bro.
Yeah, I might not lift, but I can knock your socks off in Connect Sports boxing.
I heard.
Yes, I'm the champion. I unlocked that achievement.
If anybody else has unlocked that achievement, let me know. You can contact me at 1frank on Twitter. Oh my God, plug. Did you see that? You see
Sorry,
that?
I heard Winnie the Pooh at Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Chug your honey.
They got a good glimpse of that though, eh? We were on camera when that happened.
Yes, indeed we were. So we're not on the big screen.
I thought we were. No. I heard us. Take off the headset and listen to me talk. Seriously. You can hear it.
People of Montreal. I'm not finishing that sentence.
Yeah, don't go there. I want a poutine so bad though. Seriously, like.
I know, we're in Montreal, and it's like, there's no good poutine joints around.
Actually, I heard there is.
Like 3 miles out.
There's like a steak joint somewhere.
Kilometers.
Whoa, you go by miles. You're from Toronto. I'm supposed to go by miles. I live across from Detroit. I'm supposed to go by miles. I go by Fahrenheit.
Weird.
Dude.
How much is 0 Celsius?
Like 0. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the conversions. I just know that they sound good. I know
you
what
go
they
to
sound
school
like.
in the States too, huh?
No, like 20. Okay, so like 21 Celsius is like pretty good.
Yes,
Pretty good.
It is.
30 is like hot as hell.
Indeed.
Wow, 30's hot.
If you tell 30 to an American, he'll be like, "Oh my God, it's cold,"
Yeah, it's super cold.
because that's negative Celsius
But 0 is the freezing point, yeah?
for Celsius.
Yeah. So
Negative 32,
yeah. So it's cold. 30
32.
Fahrenheit. But like 16 is cold as hell. You never want to be in 16-degree weather. Actually, my house was at the heat went out, and me and my roommate had to live in 5 degrees. We were at 5 degrees in my house.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Okay. See, now you're just confusing me.
Yeah. Well, that's what, because I live in Canada, so you got to think of how I judged where I was getting my temperature. So I was getting it on my thermostat, which was Canadian. So.
See, for me, I wear sandals all year round.
Okay.
Snow, sleet, rain, hot, whatever.
Yeah.
The beach.
Okay.
So to me, like, temperature really kind of is on an off scale because I just don't really feel it.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you say 5 degrees, I'm like, doesn't really matter, Fahrenheit or Celsius, it's not cold.
My girlfriend is actually Halle Berry from X-Men, so she just controls the temperature.
Honey, can you turn up the heat?
And she just fries me with lightning every once in a while.
Why are we on directed camera? Go away, directed camera. There we go. Addy Strat, top lane. Had a lot of time to contemplate how far forward she is. Nope.
Okay.
Cool.
That's fine.
They're not coming for her. She's safe. She's not a mutant.
It's okay. We got a lot of time here.
Call Chez La Mer. It's a 24-hour joint. Apparently you can get poutine there. Chez La Mer. Is that like your mother's place? Welcome to like Chez Frank. That would be like Frank's house. And La Mer is your mother. Or the mother. So it's like the mother's place?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Actually, there's a diner around here that does all this Montreal smoked meat stuff, and they have Montreal smoked meat pasta where you can't eat, like when they serve it to you, you can't even see the pasta. That's how much meat is on this thing.
So it's meat on a bed of stuff you never see.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Is it?
Yeah. Sometimes I just order it and then just eat the meat and then I leave the pasta because, well, I need the protein because I.
Right. Yeah. The starch and the carbs. You silly man.
Yeah.
Now you've also sworn off sugar, if I recall.
Yes.
So I guess you're not my sugar father.
No.
My sugar daddy.
No.
My sugar papa.
No. And I'm not even gonna be your sugar bro.
Oh.
I'll be your bro though.
Okay. Profist. Nice.
All right. So
don't know what else to do here.
Let's take a look here. We have
a countdown.
So we have a ruler and 3/4 of a ruler for Sona.
Okay.
2.5 rulers for Zed. And a ruler and a half for Lux. So Lux is looking pretty squishy at this point. Though Aurelia, even with the pause, doesn't ghost the stream and gets herself caught out. Good guy Aurelia walking into the enemy team.
That was a nice dodge at the end.
Alright. So there's an announcement being made apparently saying that internet is back online here.
Yay.
And that they apologize and everybody here is getting a free computer case.
Yeah, that's
from CIPC.
What? That doesn't even make sense. Makes sense there, Lifter. I think that's affecting your cognitive abilities.
There's too many muscles squeezing my brain. All right, so and this is going to be a very, very close game after this dragon goes down, 37.1 to 37.
Wow.
I don't know who, like, when the fights happen, it's really interesting because it seems like the Chiefs are just like, yeah, let's dunk them right now. They put out a lot of damage, and then No Balls, No Babies just turns right back around on them and just slams down and seems to have things go their way. 5 to 5 though. Nobody, like, it's so balanced on a knife edge at this point.
I almost feel like we had a little bit of a level 1 reset because we're having jungle invades, all the invades going down. What a mistimed binding coming out of Morgana. This absolutely gives him away. Now she is going to face check right here into the Chiefs, and that's going to be a kill for my kill. Ironically enough, big damage going down. Nami with the tidal wave. Good rune present coming out there as well. Vayne is going to be on the run. Has the red. Flash comes out from Nami as well. She's going to be running for her life. Unfortunately, there's no oceans around, so she has to kind of waddle. And the resulting chase, I don't know. Do you think they can actually catch her?
Yeah, she's got level 1 boots on, man. They might be able to do it, but no, she does get away.
Still, kill under their pocket. 6-5 takes a little bit of a gold lead for the first time this game. Chiefs are showing that they're not done yet.
Yeah, they will continue this one. And Churgath will head back. This is kind of like a stalemate, so this is almost like we're in a pause anyways, because the action isn't going to be pushed too far forward here. There's going to be very small plays being made, maybe a blue buff steal or a red buff steal, nothing too detrimental, but the push will come down towards this mid lane, second tier turret for No Balls, No Babies. And Morgana's going top, though, so it seems as though No Balls, No Babies needs somebody top at all times. I completely disagree with this, though.
Man, I'm curious. Is that going to be a Rylai's? Ryla is on a Morgana. She could definitely start throwing out some big slow patches onto the ground that you really don't have too much of a choice in the matter. But I have to wait and see. I mean, I have seen crazy. I have seen a Warmogs on a Morgana.
Yeah, and that's actually not a bad way to go either. Actually, if I had to vote at this point, or if I had to guess what she's going to go for, I would say probably Warmogs. She's not going to be the one dealing the damage. Usually your top lane is going to be your tanky one, but she's gone for Zhonya's, which is tanky, as well as damage, obviously, and she's got that giant belt, so going for Warmogs seems like it balances the fact that Aurelia hasn't really gone for too much tankiness yet.
She still has that stinger, and she's kind of okay just leaving it there. She did go with the Merc Tread, so what else does the stinger go into? Nashor's Tooth is the only thing that really comes to mind.
Yeah, but you're going to want a Zephyr, I think, more than...
But you can't stack the tenacity.
Oh. Okay, never mind then. Yeah. Weird.
That's why I'm curious. Like I assumed it would have been a Zephyr with Ninja Tabby boots.
Maybe
it wasn't.
Maybe it was like a mistake buy. Like when you buy like 2 level 1 boots. I never do that.
Of course you don't. I was in an ARAM and we were losing. It's like, well, no wonder we're losing. You got 2 boot Morgana. I had 2 Sork shoes.
Well, 2 feet.
Well, that was my excuse, but they didn't buy it. So unfortunate there. Azenot's firing away with that static shiv. Has himself the midst of a Last Whisper, not quite there yet. 265 AD on top of things. No real magic penetration, but 8% in 5. So he's not the most penetrating at this point, but he's doing all right for himself. 232 creeps, really kind of keeping neck and neck with Vayne. Rune Prison going to go out. Water Prison. Oh, Rune Prison. It's not going to hit, though. That seems to be it for Chiefs on that push. Yep, my mistake.
Yeah, so now Oracle's on Sona, though. That's going to be pretty nice. Morgana just like revving her engine with those home guard boots on the platform there. She's just chilling around. I don't know if she's disconnected or not, or she's just waiting for gold or something. Let's see if she picks something up. She grabs wards. That tells me that she's not necessarily waiting for anything too specific, and she just takes her time chilling out there.
Man, those heals.
Yeah, really. Jeez.
I like how her dress waddles, especially at fast motion. It's a lot more believable than this. But
she looks like a Hydralisk.
A little bit.
She moves like one.
She has kind of like the claw wings and the serpentine body on a dress. I don't know. This has turned into an ARAM of sorts. Chiefs refusing to refusing to do anything middle, but they're not pushing their side lanes. Maybe they're looking to see if they can actually do a Baron dance. Now, in terms of vision at Baron, nothing for the babies, nothing for the Chiefs, but they are going to be finding 2 of them. Oh, the crescendo hit, and that's going to be a max rank kill. Up goes the Morgana. That's not for us, unfortunately, but down goes the Morgana, up and down and all around. My Chief going for the Rupture, but damaged liver, unfortunately going a little bit too deep, has to flash on back, but it's 2 for 0. Now we might actually see a Baron.
Yeah, it could be on the way here, though. I don't know if the Chiefs are going to be too confident with this one. Yeah, they will just push forward. I think the tower is a little bit of a safer way to go here. But with these 3 characters that can jump on anyone that steps a little bit too far, they're going to get it safely and just back off from this one. They don't want to give up a situation where the enemy team can rush down that Baron.
Yeah, well, you say that, but if we have any idea that they're 2 of the biggest, harder hitters are going to be going all the way back home, I mean, okay, I guess the timing's not exactly going to be there. Morgana is still kind of dead, but look, we are going to be making that beeline straight up here. Looks like they've actually caught wind of the lobster dinosaur. I mean, it should be fairly easy to track, even for a blind monk. But my kill looking to do a little bit of a wild goose chase. We got a Sona up there. The Morgana coming down. She teleported into this.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this. Here we go. Morgana's going to land that ultimate onto the Lux and the Cho'Gath here. She's going to grab up that Lux. Lands the rest of the stun there. Chiefs, my kill, though, goes down here. So this looks like the same situation on the opposite end. Now in favor of no balls, no babies.
What the hell did she teleport to? Top lane? Come down through the jungle?
There
wasn't here.
I think it was a ward
that just went
red.
down. Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like, all of a sudden, Morgana. It's like, what? And yeah, making us straight to that beeline. Now that they've taken out, again, 2. This is what I assumed we were going to do last round with the Chiefs. They got 2 kills. You can't fight it. Oh, my God. Addy Strat going to go in, looking for the kill on top of Mystic, and out goes the wave. I don't think that laser actually hit. Baron is still going down. Oh, the blue team is going to grab it. No steal from Ezreal. He has to flash on back the other way. But hey, we got the kill on top of Lee Sin. Damaged liver, however, will got it. What a great true shot barrage. Double kill comes out from Lux as well. When this dust settles, 2 for 1.
Yeah, and in the end of all that, you got 46.4 to 46. So really no major gold advantage, but that Baron advantage, when it's this close, Baron is so important. So they're going to be walking around with this one. No balls, no babies. Certainly feeling confident now that they can at least get some kind of work done. They have to counter the fact that their mid turret is, or their mid lane has 2 turrets taken away by just getting 2 of their own.
Well, Chiefs are going to take advantage of kind of the babies breaking up to shred this tower. My God, almost what, 300 hit? Yeah, 278. And he has himself that last whisper finally. Now Guardian Angel possibly out of this chain vest. It's the first thing that comes to mind when I see an ADC on armor.
Yeah, Guardian Angel kind of had a falling out for a little while there because Warmogs was so good. I still like Warmogs. Actually, no, he's going to be going for the Glacial Frostborn Gauntlet. There we go.
Serious?
Yep. So? Well, yeah, he's got the...
oh, well, duh. Okay, yeah. Jerk.
Yeah. But it's a good way to go, and I kind of thought that too. When you get Static Shiv, that basically means you want to go for that poke, and what goes great with a poke Ezreal, something that slows the whole enemy team and does extra proc damage.
And gives yourself a lot of protection in the process of everything as well.
Yep.
All right, so Azanoth continuing to surprise us. Now we do got a gathering of the 4th Dragon of the game. So far it is 3-0 for the Chiefs in this regard, but they're looking a little scared.
Everybody just kind of moving around, positioning themselves where they want to be. The Chiefs seem a little bit scared at this point. They didn't go for the Dragon. That tells me that they know the power of that Baron buff right now, which currently is only on 3 characters, but 2 of them are the ones that you really don't want it on as a team that's playing against it. Vayne and Morgana having that Baron buff is going to lead to a lot of extra damage. It's going to keep them alive a little bit longer as well. Greater pushing power, just everything working in their favor right now. So Chiefs trying to position around, and it's going to really come down to the poke damage that they can put out.
Now both of our ADCs are going to be rocking those static shifts. The dual Zeals did turn into the Phantom Dancer as well as the Shiv. Not often that you see them both together, at least as early as they did come together. But we are 37 minutes in. Only 18 kills on the board between them, but neck and neck in virtually everything. Like 3 towers each, 8 to 10. The gold pretty much the same. Creep's a little lopsided, but 37 minutes in, we hit the 300 mark there on Vayne. Once again, respectable numbers. A lot of harass coming down as blue team apparently shredded the Dragon. That was quick.
Yeah, I mean, and that's Vayne for you. She's walking around with pretty much max attack speed. Like you were mentioning, she's got that Static Shiv and the Phantom Dancer. What are we sitting at right now?
1.97.
Yeah, that's...
very close to 2.
That's pretty, yeah, that is pretty... I think the max is 2.5, isn't it?
It's like 2.2 or 2.5.
Okay.
It's one of the 2.
Yeah.
But 2 attacks a second. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
1 Mississippi. Bam, bam.
Yeah.
And that's 2 stacks of Silver Bolts plus 2 applications of the Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah, and she's not even going to need the auto attack reset that comes with her Q. So nice job. Oh, the botting actually lands, shockingly enough, though Ezreal does get to E away from the pool damage. So nice job there at the very least.
Shirelius.
The push will come out here.
Yeah, the Babies actually threw down Shirelius. What is Badun doing? That could really turn out ugly if he does get caught. But Chiefs, again, kind of running scared. We still have that Baron. It's almost done. If they can hold out a little bit longer, they will be able to negate that advantage. And Babies wouldn't have been able to make anything out of it.
No,
and it's gone.
Yeah, Vayne leads the charge here. And yeah, like you said, nothing getting done. No dragon, or sorry, no
they got
towers,
dragon, yeah.
No towers being taken out though, and that's really the reason you go for Baron is to take out towers. Yes, dragon's nice, but it's just gold when it could be turrets that are going to lead you to an easier just ending of the game.
Well, Minions OP, that's the second, if not third tower they've taken this game by themselves. Still looking for a lot of that poke. We kind of fragmented the team. Some of them are up top, some of them bottom. Oh, Asnoth's going to get caught out here by the Lee Sin. He's just forced into the back. Lee Sin doesn't care. He's going to follow it through. Addistat takes down my kill. Rules of God is going to drop as well as Damage Liver tries to get on top of Vayne, but does not have the damage. And no balls, no babies. All of a sudden, 3-0.
Yeah, they completely dunked that fight. Beautiful fight from No Balls, No Babies. And the Chiefs not looking so hot in this one. We saw them roll that first game, and now they're just getting completely slammed on here. Surprisingly enough, I think Baron was actually deterring the Chiefs from trying to engage, and then they got a little bit too confident because Baron went down, and they jumped the gun like we see a lot of teams do when Baron buff runs out. And wow, Lux Laser doing a lot of damage there, but this is looking like an inhibitor is going to drop very, very quickly.
Now, the fun thing here is after Asnoth used his Arcane Shift, he didn't even get the chance to flash or cleanse.
Yeah, that's not so good.
So those are wasted summoners, at least in that last fight. Now, had he lived, would it have made a difference? Likely not, looking at the current health pools.
Yeah, there's just too much going on here for No Balls, No Babies. Now 56,000 to 51. I mean, it was literally 100% even up until that fight. Bunch of kills go down, full assists across the board, and 2 turrets with that inhibitor going down there. And also, actually, we didn't mention, top turret actually went down as well for No Balls, No Babies. So now...
I mentioned it.
Oh, you did. Sorry, I didn't catch that. So yeah, so 3 turrets for them.
Remember, Minions OP.
They are.
Indeed. My kill, gonna be trying to work off his frustration by punching this Wraith to death. He does have himself that Frozen Heart, and, you know, speaking of Ezreal, how much cash does he actually have to his name? 1,800. Don't think that's quite enough to finish off a Frozen Fist.
Actually,
you need a Sheen.
Close.
Sheen will be 1,260. Yeah. Plus, isn't the recipe 900?
No, I think it's cheaper than that.
600?
Maybe.
He's not buying it.
No, he's not doing it. At this point, though, I would... Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm a little off.
I was going to say, I would have at least sold the Doran's Blade if he couldn't get it. Sell the Doran's Blade, pick it up.
Yeah, worst comes to worst. At this point, again, 41 minutes in, the Doran's Blade, I mean, at this point, it's just filler. That's all it is. It can easily be replaced. So here's for the Chiefs in the mid. Ezreal's going to be split pushing into the bottom, at least trying to relieve the pressure. Now Mii's just going to be checking that bush. It does throw down that ward. We also got Morgana up top doing her own split pushing thing. So Chiefs, you know, kind of getting hit by their own strategy last round. I mean, last time we did see them, as you said, very dominant gameplay. Best defense is a great offense, and they really did bottle up their foe. This round, it's after those last 2 fights, it's totally on them.
Yeah, and Baron is being attempted here with Vayne just pounding away on that with the items she's got. Perfect item set for dropping a Baron extremely quickly. She's going to land every shot, no question about that. You can see down to half HP with I think it was just her that was hitting that thing. She's going to be forced to turn around and fight here. This is probably going to go in the way of No Balls, No Babies. In comes a Rupture. That's going to be spell shielded by Morgana. Uses the Zonias. Actually, Morgana not getting too much done. Might be pretty problematic here for the team. Crescendo goes across 3 characters. Aurelia in the front lines here. And with the Guardian Angel, though, on Vayne, I don't know if Damage Liver is going to be able to get enough done here. He drops. Morgana picks up that kill. And now we've got a Nami off to the side here. No Balls, No Babies. Still looking pretty good in this one. Vayne extremely low right now. He's going to go ahead and head back. And everything just kind of stabilizes, but 2 kills now for No Balls, No Babies. They're going to have Vayne go back, heal up, hold down the Baron area, and when she gets back there, they're going to guarantee that this Baron goes their way.
Now, something to notice there is that Vayne, sure, she did get low, even had she gone down, however. Man, oh man, that's not Vayne at all, but that's Badoon getting his ass handed to him. That Ignite should be enough to finish him off. She has Guardian Angel. And as Adisat goes in here, she's going to be initiating this fight. We do throw down a little bit of damage. Vayne don't care. She has a Guardian Angel. I just said that. Run for your life, Ezreal. Look at the crits. The crits are just absolutely amazing at this point. The final hour is going to be procced, but that Glacial Fist and the Rupture virtually saving out the rest of Chiefs, as she was really going for blood there.
Yeah, wow, that was absolutely ridiculous. The Nexus turret goes down to Creeps.
My God.
So you can tell.
4 turrets this game from Creeps alone.
Yeah, man, Creeps are the best teammate, honestly.
Serious.
I got to start queuing with those guys.
It's like 1,000,000 against 5.
Yeah. It's not fair.
No, not at all. Wow. We're actually going to get low there on Adistat. Vayne, not so low as you would hope, but it does look like defense of the tower will come in.
Yeah, so this is a bad spot for the Chiefs for sure. Down 6,000 gold at this point. Baron again under fire here. Gone 12. You can see he's not healing that much because he's not dealing a whole ton of attack damage, just flat attack damage. He's dealing percentage, but it's not. You're not going to gain that much healing off of it. So he'll drop the Baron pretty quickly here. Bind goes out as well. Cho'Gath catching Morgana, not going to mean too much here. They walk away with the Baron buff, no problem. Oh, actually, sorry, Baron.
I was going to say I didn't see a Baron buff. It had a little bit of an invis trick there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's up 0 for 2 right now on the Baron attempts for the no balls, no babies, but they've taken the nice kill lead, they've taken the nice gold lead. Those missing towers are now really going to inhibit the movement afforded to the Chiefs because they have to deal with this bottom lane.
Yeah, that's, and actually, you know, I said this a couple of games ago, but if you want an inhibitor to go down, you want it to be the bottom one so that you can gain control over the Baron area. Yep. And you're seeing they're just being pulled every which way. Now they've got to go towards Baron. And Vayne, you know, I'm kind of shocked by this. She's dealing so... no, not enough. Lee Sin, great smite timing.
That was 2 ultimates for it, though. Yeah. 2 ultimates down against a Baron-infused team that's been kicking their ass all over town. Yeah, Chiefs are kind of in the right here to retreat, but how far can they retreat before losing?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to continue to hold this bottom lane, which opens up this middle turret for an attack. Creeps are coming in. They're going to be able to tank this one down. Creeps a man's best friend at all times. And that with that turret going down, they're going to have to find another way into this. They head towards bottom lane, the No Balls, No Babies team, that is. Lee Sin jumping over that wall. And it's just going to be the story of Vayne, I think, carrying out the rest of this one. She's going to be able to survive with that Guardian Angel. If anything really bad happens to her, her team should be able to back her up as well. Cho'Gath, with a great silence there, gets in there and almost gets on top of that Vayne, but Vayne just healing up pretty quickly here. Now just has the enemy team on the run. My kill dropping pretty quickly here. Zed as well is just going to get completely bursted down here. Vayne just dropping these characters like crazy.
Oh my God.
Landing that passive, and it just, or her W rather. And my goodness, things just going completely her way. Look at those crits all over the place.
Something to note, she's hitting for about 400 crits on creeps, and some of them more squishier, but Ezreal with that now armor from the Frozen Fist, she only hits for about 200. He has himself a giant spout to boot, so we could see that Warmog's on our ADC. Haven't seen that today.
Yeah, this is, I don't know if I like going for 2 pretty defensive items here, but it looks like he's going to go that route anyway. He's got red buff on him. He's going to try to defend here, but 5 characters with that Baron buff are just going to regen so quickly, and you've got 2 of your main teammates down with 30 seconds left to go here. In comes Aurelia onto this back line. Rules of God's going to get dropped, and now it's just a story of when is this game going to end. No balls, no babies, just so far in the lead at this point. 10K, 47 minutes in. A lot longer of a game and a lot closer, but my goodness, did they ever pick this one up quickly.
I still think that when the Chiefs got the 2-kill advantage, they should have went to Baron instead of take tower and disperse. I really do. I think that was really a big turning point right there, where they got the Baron, got 2 kills on the Chiefs, and then was able to push down to the bottom.
Yeah, that was a major gold lead there. Lux Laser coming in there. Azeroth gets dropped, caught up by that bonding. And now Gone 12 finally loses that Guardian Angel. She's going to come right back up, though, and this is going to be a turret going down. She'll be firing away very quickly here, as we've seen all game. More than a minute for Zed, and almost a minute for Ezreal and Cho'Gath. And the mana rewards come out. This is a good game.
Yeah, really well fought there by the Chiefs, but I am going to maintain it was kind of there because, I mean, throughout the game, the Chiefs have been working under a gold deficit. I mean, they weren't in the lead in terms of the gold, in terms of the kills, in terms of the creeps, even. All of it was going towards the Babies, but then they started this great momentum coming back into the game. And I really, really do think that if they had a Baron solidifying that, oh, wow, brilliant. If they had a Baron to solidify that push, it would have really limited the options of what Babies could have done.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and I think it really did come down to that turning point. Once they got there, they got that Baron, a couple of kills. You know, we've said it a couple of times now, but just they steamrolled forward, man. There was no
I only speak what I feel is true in my heart.
Yeah. And I only speak
when spoken to.
Wow. I was going to say I only speak my true feelings when I speak about Forecourt Jester.
It's all right. I love you, bro. Either way, here's the score screen. We didn't actually get to see a Warmogs on an ADC, but at the same time, where is Irelia? Irelia. There she is. No Zephyr.
No, Stinger was the first item she got.
I know.
And she held on to it to the very end.
That's a very interesting. I mean, and then she went into the Merc Treads.
And Banshee's Veil, man, she went just like I said she wasn't going that tanky, but she went hella tanky at the end, man.
Well, she got her percentage damage from this thing, the Blade of the Ruined King.
Yep.
If I can keep the mouse on it. This mouse is very sensitive. I'm not used to it. Basic attacks deal 5% of the current health in bonus physical damage. I mean, 20 shots later, you're going to kill someone because of the bonus health.
Yeah.
Wait, no, is it of current or max? Current. Okay, so
No, it said max.
Nope, it said current. I read current. There's a word right there. Current health.
Oh, but it deals 15% of target's maximum health.
That's the unique.
Active. Herbadur.
I know, right? Reading's hard. Either way, 5%. I mean, that does start adding up, although it is kind of diminishing returns later on. But we had so much percentile damage between Vayne, between Irelia, that, yeah, she could afford to go tanky, and they became the front line. The Lee Sin and the Irelia. Morgana with the Zonios is even out there quite a bit. And, between all that, they were able to just tank down the Chiefs, get some kills, and maintain that lead.
Donkey dunk.
Donkey dunk.
They move their way forward. And they move their way forward not only in this game, but in the bracket as well. And if we take a look at that, they've got... where do they got to go through next?
I'm trying to load it. Load. There we go. All right, so no balls, no babies goes up against the winner of Armada Gaming and Red Division. Not reported yet. Could be anything.
And Armada is #1. I don't know if that means they're seed.
I think it is.
Ooh.
Now, the seeds, of course, could be random at this point.
Yep.
Or because we did take the top two, it's just like they won the most games. Maybe they went totally undefeated.
Yeah.
But I think Team Bolt did go undefeated as well. And as you can see, Team Bolt has also made it now into the next round as they did a win against Raid Boss Down. So, yeah, Team Bolt.
Yeah.
They were fun to watch.
We have to cheer for the teams that we know now.
Yeah, of course.
It's like we're connected to them.
Team Bolt was up against No Logic Gaming, and yeah, that was the Kennen Vlad combo, the old school AP Wombo. But that was also a 30-0-0 Kennen.
Yeah.
On the Masteries, he had physical damage, he had magic damage, he had penetrations up the yin yang.
I mean, once I saw how he used it, I really liked it because he paired it with the runes that gave him attack damage. I don't know if he necessarily was trying to use it for like confusion or like what he was doing there, but it worked extremely well, and he definitely dominated his lane because of it.
Now, Dancing Toboggans, they've actually won their 2 games against not only the Super Manatee Brothers, which is a hilarious name, and the Ninja Gaming Squad, but they're going to have to take on the winners of Narc Gaming, or the Sword Art, against East Atlantic or Winter. Now, we've seen all 3 of these guys, but we didn't cover Dancing Toboggans. They were the cheesy kind of comp that the French kind of made a troll cast out of.
Yeah.
That was where we had Nami mid, Jungle Blitz.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. But if we have any viewers that are not from Canada, would they know what a toboggan is?
I hope.
I hope so too.
But if I said, if I went to Africa and said, hey, do you got a toque? Do you think they'd know?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, but they don't need one. They never need one.
Okay, so I'll go
But in the States, they might need a toboggan.
I'll go to the Swiss Alps. You don't know what a toque is?
Oh, good call. I don't know. Wow, weird.
Putting you on the spot.
Okay. And nobody knows what a poutine is.
Or a good one at any rate.
I know what one is, and I need one.
Chez la Mer. We're going to go there later. In terms of other things out, like Gros Camion, which we didn't get to cover because the big trucks.
Yeah.
Because we actually joined a different game. They've actually now advanced all the way to this round as well. And the B4 Nightclubs still have to play their match against the winners of the Garbage Men and the Alpha Males. Which doesn't sound like too much of a competition, to be honest.
Yeah. But it's the Alpha Males. Are you kidding me? They all play Warwick.
5 Warwicks. How'd that go, I wonder?
I don't know. Have you ever heard of the guy from Europe who played like 5,000 Warwick games?
5,000?
Yeah, seriously, like 5K Warwick games, and he doesn't even play Warwick anymore. Like he plays competitively, and he just played 5,000 Warwick games like in like season 1 or 2 or something like that. It was nuts, and it was like in one season. Like it's crazy, dude. I don't even know.
5,000 games, average. Let's call it half-hour game and a 10-minute picks and bans.
Don't do it. Let's get
40 minutes by 5,000 games.
Don't do it.
You know I'm going to do it.
Well, it's like 5,000 hours.
40. No, I just want to keep changing it.
Okay.
No, that's right. Apparently I can't put it on screen.
Well, it's switched.
200,000 minutes.
Okay, now you go like this.
So you divide by 60. 3,000 hours.
Divide by 24.
138 days.
138 days on Warwick.
He spent a third of a year on Warwick. January, February, March, April. Phew! Done with Warwick. On to the next champion. Oh, I should probably eat. Haven't eaten in 4 months. Or bathe. Oh, God. Gotta poop.
Well, the reason I know about him is he was at the CSL finals. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy.
I'll believe you, but that's a lot of... I don't even think I have that much time on my World of Warcraft account. I played that game for 7 years.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but I did. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Either way, that's where the brackets are going to be sitting. I think we have more games, but everyone left.
Yeah.
And I like how they ended the gift demonstration as our game ended, too. That was very considerate of them.
Yeah. I don't think I've spent that much time... I got to think about that. I'm not gonna say what
you
it
think
is.
about that. We'll put you guys to a break. Enjoy some music. We will see you soon. More for League of Legends here at the Lan ETS, all Montreal, Canada, and I'll be dreaming of Poutine.